guys, and welcome to my channel. But before I get into today's video, I have to introduce a new family member here, and she's kind of just taking a nap, and I hate to interrupt her too much. But this is Mary. She's my new daughter. She's a Jack Russell Terrier. She went on her morning walk. She's only 10 weeks old, by the way. She's a little one. She went on her morning walk, and now she wants to nap. You know, newborn babies, just like human babies, they need a lot of rest because they're doing a lot of growing. And she doesn't like to be by herself. So, you know, when I hold her, she falls asleep like she's just found home, okay? I have that effect on real babies too. But yeah, you'll probably see her a lot coming up in my videos. So just so everybody knows who she is, she's Mary. And she's so adorable. She was showing me love from day one. And I've only had her for about 3 days now. And it just felt like home. It was like love at first sight immediately. So everything just clicked. Now that I have totally digressed, for a good reason, let's move on with today's video. So as you guys see in the title there, we're going to be talking about online dating. Dun, dun, dun. This is actually I'll probably end up laughing through this, and you know, it's a more lighthearted video of mine, if you will, because we talk about a lot of serious topics on this channel, and this is serious as well, okay? But you know, it's nothing wrong with having fun at the same time and laughing at people's silliness, because there's a lot of that out here, right? So the first disclosure that I want to make, you guys, is I'm not against online dating. You know, I think that single people should use all the tools at their disposal, all the positive tools, okay? Let me clarify that. At their disposal to increase the odds of them, you know, finding what they need and want, okay? So, yeah, so I don't want anyone to get the impression that I'm bashing online dating. If anything, this video is just to help you be more proficient in it, because some people might be overwhelmed. They may have been in a long-term relationship and find themselves single again. It's like, I'm overwhelmed with this sheer amount of profiles to begin with. Looking at, like, how do I even begin to sort through these profiles? Okay, been there and done that. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go down a list here. I have 7 profiles that I automatically skip when I am using online dating sites. And, you know, it's my advice and my recommendation to you. You can take it or leave it. I am not going to blindly just tell you not to do these things. I'm going to let you know why I skip these profiles for these reasons as well. Okay? So, and we can always agree to disagree. And if I don't mention something and you want to, contribute to this conversation, go down into the comment section. Go down into the comment section. That's what I was saying before I got interrupted by memory, my phone memory. And leave your suggestions as well, okay? And I'm going to try to be loud enough and not wake up Mary. But there's a volume booster through my editor, and I will increase the volume 300%. So if my voice sounds a little soft, it shouldn't by the time you get to it, okay? But either way, you know, online profiles is how you make your first impressions, honestly, to reel someone into you. And some people are good at this and some people are bad. And I will make this other disclosure. It could be a really great person who just made a really bad profile. They don't know how to package themselves. They don't know how to sell themselves. They don't know how to entice and seduce. And, you know, maybe they're a little socially awkward or really shy, you know, anything like this, or just not technically savvy, or maybe they had a crappy cell phone, took bad selfies, don't know how to take a selfie, or, all of these things could apply. So it's quite possible that some of the people on this list that are offenders of the things that I'm going to mention, they could actually be a good person who just committed an online dating crime, if you will. Like they just did something that just wasn't to their best advantage, that wasn't, putting their best foot forward. And they might actually be a decent person. But chances are, those are the exceptions to the rules, okay? There's usually the exception, you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into this list. All right. Number 1, they're drinking alcohol in the main profile picture that they have on their dating website. Now, yes, some people put a lot of pictures up, and maybe you scroll through and you might see them hanging in the bar with their friends or something. I don't know. But why would you make that your main profile picture? Why would you lead with that? Okay. So my first impressions of this is, are you a party guy? Are you an alcoholic? This is what I'm thinking. Like, why would you lead with that type of picture? All right. So if they're like holding a beer bottle, a shot glass, and this is their primary profile picture, that turns me off. Okay. And to me, it's a red flag to other issues. Like, this isn't your best foot forward. Or it could also be an indication of you just looking for something light, not something serious. Either way, it's going to be a pass for me. So yeah, drinking alcohol or putting up a picture of drinking alcohol in your profile picture, turn off. Next. Number 2, wearing shades. Like, number 1, I'm meeting you online. This is all that I'm getting right now. So you're going to hide the eyes to your soul from me? Interesting. My first impressions of that is you must be extremely secretive. They might be unavailable. They might be cheating. They're disguising themselves. It makes me feel like you're a liar. You're probably married or already committed somewhere else. So I'm good. If they're simply bashful, I'll never know because I'm not going to take that chance. Okay. If you're wearing shades, I just feel like you don't want your wife to run into that profile that you're sneaking up. You have to put something up, but you're still trying to hide like one of the most important things you could be showing me about yourself at this point on a physical level. Okay. So yeah, number 2, I don't like it when a guy is wearing shades in his profile pictures, and if shades in every picture, run fast. But why would you put it up in your primary photo wearing shades? You have something to hide. What could that be? A wife and kids? Probably. Number 3, along those lines, if they take a picture and they're all the way in the background, I mean, they're zoomed out, like they look like the size of a tick, and it's like there's the person, but they're way in the background. Like, I could barely make them out. That's like, to me, a notch up from wearing the shades. To me, it's like first impressions is non-obvious sneaky. Okay. It's very sneaky to me. When you have to squint to try to even get a clear image of them. And it makes me think that they might be manipulative, or maybe they have low self-esteem and think they're really unattractive. Either way, I don't need those kind of insecurities around me. And I don't need a sneaky manipulative person, because to me, that's taking it a step further than the person who shows their face up close and just wears the shades. Like, I'm going all the way in the background, because then they could light, that's not me. And then the spouse is getting gaslighted and looking at the profile picture. They're staying so far back, like 100 feet. Like, wait, I'm good. All right. So number 4, you guys, are pictures with kids. And I know, like, this actually might play on some women's emotions. Oh my God, he's such a family guy. And Oh my gosh, I'm a single mom with kids and I like to date a guy with kids, and I think it's a good thing. They'll understand, what being a parent is like, and if I can't always, if I have to cancel sometime, they're going to understand. Oh my God, and he's so cute with the kids he already has. Number one, we can't make that assumption. Number two, people do use children as bait. But my ultimate first impression when I see someone makes a profile picture on an adult dating site, number one, where is your judgment? There are pedophiles out here. What are you doing exposing your children on a dating site? You can acknowledge that you do have kids. I haven't seen one dating site that doesn't allow you to type or say, yeah, I am a parent. But why do you need to put them on Front Street as well? So number one, I'm going to think about your judgment, number one, because I feel like it's unnecessary to do that. And I also feel like a lot of times when people do this, they're actually unavailable emotionally to other people because they are completely codependent with their children. And we all understand how the children have to come first. But you know what? I want to feel important too. I don't want to date someone and it becomes obvious in everything that they do that I am really the non-factor here. Okay? Like I will get dropped like a bad habit in a moment's notice because number one, kids do grow up and leave out the household. And guess what they gonna leave for? The person that they love romantically, okay? Because kids will do that after you done sacrificed all your dating life and romantic life for them. They're gonna leave you for theirs. So yeah, but some people don't have that balance, you guys. And when I see someone that decides to do that, and I understand it's a package deal, but there's a delicate balance. Like I don't need to feel. I don't need to be feeling like that. And it's how I would feel right off the rip. Like, are there boundaries, healthy boundaries between you and your child? Are you guys enmeshed? And I understand the bond that we have with our children. I have children too. But, I just don't want to feel like that. So when someone's putting pictures of their kids up, yes, I question their judgment. And it makes me feel like more than ever, more than the other typical person that has a child that doesn't take that step, you are never going to give the relationship the type of priority or make me feel like I'm a special priority in your life. It'll make me question that. And I don't need to be doing that right off the rip. So it's on to the next. All right, you guys. So number 5, when the guy puts up pictures with other women, like, and usually it'll be this guy, he'll put up pictures with attractive women, at the beach, at the bar, at some party, and that just makes me, first impressions with him is that he just wants arm candy, that he's very shallow, that he just wants a pretty face and he's not looking for anything more. Now, granted, he might just really appreciate beautiful women, but why would you come on a dating site to attract other women or another woman to date or something, and you're leading with a picture with another woman? Like, well, number one, and there's other angles to this as well that are just falling into my head. He could be a swinger. Not looking for that either. But, it looks really shallow to me and it makes me feel like he just wants to play bunny. And it also would seem like the type of guy to triangulate. It also would make me feel like the type of guy that would be overly critical. Oh, you gained an ounce. Comparing you to this person is usually shallow and getting caught up in society's standards of what beauty is. So, yeah, like I don't need to come into the picture. Things don't need to start off with you already promoting pictures with other women, but I'm supposed to be the special one in your life very soon. I don't think so. And then that person may be a playboy or looking to just have another belt on a notch too. Okay. All right. So number 6, if this person has a ring on the ring finger, yeah, that typically does indicate marriage. But if they're not married, how stupid could you be? Like, you're on a dating website for supposedly single people looking to date and find the right person for them, but you have pictures of yourself with your ring finger on. Number one, if you are recently divorced, how lazy of you. You can take a fresh picture with your ring off, even if it has the ring mark on your finger from wearing the ring for all those years. It's not on there at least. Okay? But it makes me feel like you're either still in a situation and that's going to be, the rings were in the picture. I mean, you didn't know I was married. So either this person is still in a situation, or they're just separated right now, or they're newly divorced and incredibly lazy. Either way, like, I'm not trying to be your rebound, sweetie. I'm good. I'm good on that note. So yeah, if that person is stupid enough to put up pictures with the ring on the ring finger, I'm good. The only people that want that are people who are unavailable or looking for unavailable situations, subconsciously or consciously. Moving right along. Number 7, if they have a bad haircut or no haircut or poor grooming, really? This is your best foot forward? This is what you want to show me in the world? This is going to attract your queen? So first impressions here is the person is lazy. Obviously, they're not putting the best foot forward. To me, it makes me feel like they're not sophisticated. You would probably offer a date at McDonald's type of thing. Like, have you ever been to a 5-star restaurant? Make me feel like you wear dirty sneakers, maybe. Like, it just, look, it doesn't give me a good impression of you. And this, all I have to go off is this picture. And then, yes, I can go read your words, but you're not getting me to that point because you already lost me with that picture. Can you please get a haircut before you go on a dating site and call yourself attracting a woman, a decent one on top of that? So yeah, you guys, these are the 7 things that is like an automatically skip, automatically pass for me. And there are some other biases that I have too. And those are just really based off of my own likes and not likes. Like, when I see a guy on motorcycles, I kind of pass through that because so many people I know passed away with it. And my ex-husband was into it as well. And yes, I'm going to say it just like this. I did not allow him to have a motorcycle in our relationship because to me, they're very dangerous. So I didn't want to be with anyone right off the rip that's like biker life, biker dude, all this. To me, is so dangerous. And I was not going to, I'm like, look, you are not going to leave me to raise these kids because you went out and had an accident in a motorcycle. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, I stay away from those profiles, but that is my personal preference. These other ones are just like generalizations, I think, can fit in. There may be women out there that love motorcycles, that are okay with that risky lifestyle and all of that, and that works for them, but it doesn't work for me. So I do go on to the next when I see those motorcycles as well. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Online dating, just take from it what you can and leave the rest. I understand when I go on a website that chances are 97% of these people aren't worth my time, but I do it for the 3% because I only need that one. Okay, which doesn't even amount to 1%. So it just gives me that opportunity to possibly, meet that one. That's, hey. So just take it for what it is. You're giving things a try. If it's right, it's right. If it's not, on to the next. There's more fish in the sea. I think too many women just like put too much pressure on the situation. Like, look, we're going to see. Either it is or it's not. If it is, great. If it's not, it's still great. It's still all good for me. On to the next, Your goal to have this certain kind of relationship, it does not rest in one single individual that it did not work out with. It's just me, not with them. But I'm not giving up on what I deserve and want in life. It's on to the next, honey. That's okay. Thank God we figured it out, that we didn't get married and ended up divorced, or I spent extra amount of time, and I'm glad we could figure it out early on and keep it moving. Relax, ladies. And hopefully, this will help you get through Tinder a lot faster and all whatever other dating websites that are popular nowadays. All right, you guys. So make sure again that you hit that like button and show love for the channel. Feel free again, of course, to drop down in the comments and leave your advice as well. Subscribe to the channel. I do put up lots of content for my singles out there. I have a lot of advice on this channel about toxic relationships and getting into healthy relationships, and including the toxic relationship that we have with ourselves. Okay, so if you want more of that type of information, of course, feel free to come on the site. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. Never give up on yourself. Continue to do the work. And until next time, Mary says bye. And Coach Lakia will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye. Gentle.